everybody. Sonia, Sun K Creations. Hope you guys are having a great day. We've been busy around here, so I need a little break. So we'll do some crafting. We're gonna try to make something that I saw at Hobby Lobby. I bought the thing from Hobby Lobby, but we're gonna try to make one like it, so you guys can make one if you want. Let me know that you're watching or where you're watching from. If you're watching on the replay, make sure you tell me that too. And if you're new, let me know. We got some new friends from the Craftathon. Hi, Susie. So let me know if you're new from the Craftathon. Thanks for the hearts. All right, so what have you guys been doing today? We've been pulling up carpet. We're going to redo our master bedroom. Hi, Joanne. Oh, my daughter's giving me all kinds of hearts. Hi, Jen. Oh, I just got notified I'm live, so. Hi, Kathy. So yeah, we've been ripping up carpet and tack strip, and I almost got blisters from pulling out staples. And then we got that ready for texturing and painting. And then we also I'm going to paint my bathroom tomorrow. Hi, Maria and Ida and Karen and Latanya and Colleen. So make sure you spread the blessings, S-H-A-R-E. If we get to 40 S-H-A-R-Es, then maybe I'll give some happy mail. Somebody has to let me know if we are. Hi, thanks for the stars. Hi, Mary. Hi, Colleen. My husband's in the comments, so if you see somebody commenting from Sunday K Creations, that's my husband. Are you guys permanently in that community? I don't know anything about pastors needing to move. In our denomination, it's up, unless the church decides they don't want us anymore or something. It's, it's whenever we decide. No, we don't have to be permanently here, but we're here for now. So who knows? We've been here 6 years. So it's whenever we decide we feel like we're supposed to go. So hi, Connie and Gail. All right. Thank you for spreading the blessings, Jen. So we're going to do a project that, something I bought at Hobby Lobby, and hi, Christine and Christina and Gwen. I bought it, and then I thought we could make that, so but we're gonna make it just a little bit different. But the inspiration's from this, so I kind of went back and forth if I should show you the inspiration piece first, and then make it, or make it and then show you what my inspiration piece was and see how close it was. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's different denominations are different, Susie, but that's how ours is. So thank you for the stars. Hi, Cindy and Jerry. So I'm thinking I'm going to just show you guys the piece. So, oh, thanks. Oh, you're new. Somebody's new. I missed it. Oh, Connie, I think. After. Make it first. Okay. All right. So you guys will be surprised, and then I'll show you how I went with. Okay. So, it's going to have pumpkins. It has 3 pumpkins. So the first pumpkin we're going to do is, I wanted a tall skinny pumpkin. And I didn't have one in my stash. So, so actually I'll tell you, I did trace around the pumpkin, the inspiration piece pumpkin for this one. So you do know there's a tall pumpkin in it, on cardboard. I was going to do it on foam board, but I didn't have enough. So we're going to try cardboard. So, and it wasn't quite thick enough, so I did 2 of them. So we're going to hot glue them together first. And then I was thinking about painting it to look like wood. But then I found this scrapbook paper I had, so I might do that. I think I'm going to do that because I've been wanting to use this scrapbook paper. Ooh, I'm out of glue. I'm always out of glue, it seems like. So we'll see how it looks. But you don't even know how it's supposed to look, so you're not going to care. But it doesn't matter if it looks exactly. I just think that what I found was cute. Oh, somebody's new. Kathy, I think. Yeah, make sure you follow. You probably already are if you got the notification. So, all right, so I made it. I almost went three. This is just the, what do you call it? I almost went 3 thicknesses. I can't remember. 3 sheets of cardboard, but this is the cardboard that comes in the Dollar Tree calendar, so I just took one of those and cut it out twice. Okay, so then the paper I want to use, this is in the Farmhouse It's a farmhouse, where is it? I use it a lot. It's this modern farmhouse scrapbook paper from Michaels. So I'm going to use this paper that looks like, kind of like wood, like herringbone kind of. I'm missing all kinds of things. I think there's somebody named Linda's new. Welcome. All right, and then I think I'm not going to do it where there's the line down the middle. I think I'm going to do it right here in this side. So is this the way I want it to go? Wait. I'm going to do it on this side so I don't make my lines on the... Right here is good, I think. Hard to, I want to make sure it's inside where I want it to be. Go over this way just a little bit. Okay. Hi Donna from Ohio and Cynthia. I bet you got a lot of new followers up to the Craftathon. Your part was wonderful. Oh, thanks Karen. Yeah, I got a few hundred, I think. That was awesome. Alright, so I just traced that. We'll cut that out. Thank you for the stars. Hi Wilma. So if you came on a little bit later, we've been we're little by little. We've lived in this house for 6 years. We've been remodeling it, and we're down to our bedroom, a half bath, and a full bath. Pretty much to remodel. Alex's room probably too, but it's not bad. So we just took we sold our bedroom set because we had a king size, and it's just, oh shoot, I did get on that line. Well, hopefully, maybe that won't show. I don't think it will. And then, so we sold our king-size bedroom set because it's just too big. We have a tiny room and there's no room for it. So we're going to buy a queen size. And then, but we took out all the old carpet. It's our last room to have the carpet out. And we took all the tack strip and so I'm Mod Podging on here. And the staples and the trim and everything out. So it's all ready to be retextured. Oh, and because we have to have the popcorn ceilings scraped off. So we have a guy that does that for us. We tried to do it once and it's hard. So he's going to come and he'll texture everything. And then we're going to get a new bedroom. Just a headboard, I think, and a mattress. And we're also going to do our half bath at the same time. So, and then in the middle of that, I decided I needed to paint until we could do a remodel on our other bathroom. I needed to paint my other bathroom. So I'm going to paint that tomorrow. I got it ready for paint. Yeah. So I'm always, if I get started on one thing, then I keep adding things to it. So, and then I told my husband, oh, well, I'm just going to paint. But, oh, could you change the light switches? Because they're yellow, that off-white, and I want them white. Oh, gosh. Hi, Sue. Make sure you sprinkle. Spread the blessing. So what I'm doing the, I forgot to say, I'm doing the iron-on method of Mod Podge. You put the Mod Podge on. Then you dry it. I've never done it on cardboard, so we'll see how that works. I'm sure it'll work. You dry it really good. And then you take your paper or whatever you're using. Yeah, I'm excited. So I'm hoping to have my bathroom at least painted and decorated tomorrow. So all I have to do is paint it, and then I have some decorations I want to put up in there for fall, but when I went to decorate it, I thought, it needs to be painted. It's looking really shabby in here. Alright, so then I'm going to take some parchment paper. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. You put that over the top, and then you just take a hot, dry iron, not with any water in it, and just go over the top. And it keeps it from wrinkling, bubbling, and reactivates that glue at the same time. don't know. I hope I can sand this around the edge, even though it's cardboard. Ooh, that's hot. A little bit hot. Oh, thank you, Gail. I'm sure the remodel will be beautiful. We'll see. I don't know quite what we're doing in our bedroom yet. I was talking to my husband about what I want to do, but it might just be a shiplap. Every room I've done recently, I've put a shiplap wall in. Okay, now that kind of bowed when whew, that's hot. So I'm gonna flatten it out. Alex is good. He's kind of mad at us because, well, I was getting ready to go live, and then my husband said, "Oh, I forgot. We got to go pick up our truck because after the big trip around the United States, we need to get the oil changed again." So we brought it in this morning, and we had to go pick it up. So then I had to wake up Alex from his nap, and he wasn't very happy about that. So I'm gonna try to see if I can just kind of, even though this isn't a very good one. Even though it's cardboard and paper, I think I can still kind of sand it, make it look a little more distressed on the edges. See how I'm going to like it with that cardboard showing. I don't know, I might have to do something. It's the only pumpkin on this project. I didn't have one in my stash that was kind of the right shape. So we're going to see how you can just make it with whatever you got. I like it. Just kind of, a lot of it's going to be covered up anyway because you'll see. Some of this I could cut off. You guys hear Alex? Now he doesn't want to sleep now that we're back. Doesn't sand as well as wood for sure, but it's working. I think I'm going to wait and do the rest when I see what I need to sand. Okay, so we just made a little pumpkin. It looks cute. You probably wouldn't even know it wasn't wood. Yeah, and I think I'll wait to sand more, but okay, so that's our first pumpkin. And now the second one, I got this little thing at a garage sale. I kind of ripped it apart already because I wanted to make sure I could rip it apart. But it came like, originally it came like this, with this little pumpkin on it. And it was okay, but it wasn't that cute. But I paid like $1/4 for it, like last summer. Thanks for the hearts. He's supposed to go back to school this week, but his aide had to quit because she couldn't find childcare, which we're really sad about. But then we're gonna go camping on Thursday for Labor Day anyway. So they were happy that we were giving him a little extra time. So he's not gonna go back till after Labor Day, because they have to find him an aide. So is this the one I'm using? Yeah. Okay. So then we're gonna take this one, and it has a little leaf on it. So we're gonna heat that up and take off the leaf. I just tried to find pumpkins in my stash that were kind of, the right, oh, that's got a nail, I think, maybe not, oh yeah, there it is, that was kind of the right shape. Now this one needed to be textured, and it already had like textured lines, which I would have kept like that and used that texture, but of course when I ripped it apart it messed it up. So I'm going to use, I've used this before. It comes like this from Dollar General, but I usually take it apart and I use the house for something else. But I'm going to use the paper because the paper is like, I didn't have any other texture paper, but this is like a texture paper. So, and this has like a little stem. So I'm going to see if I can get it off, but if I can't, then I'll probably just turn that around to the back because I'm not going to be able to get the paper on very good with that on there. I kind of would like to use it, but I'm not sure if I can get it off. Yes, Labor Day is this weekend. It's kind of hard to believe. It's already, I was just thinking, when we were to pick up our truck, I was thinking on the way home, oh my gosh, we left on our trip 2 months ago almost. Because we left July 1st. How can that be so far? It's so long ago, it just flew. So anyway, it has like a little spindle looking, whatever, but stem. But I think I'm going to use that for my stem, even though the inspiration piece doesn't have that. So I'm going to take this, and I think I'm going to cover the bad side. Let me think. No, I think I'm going to cover this side because neither side is going to show really. So I'm going to go over here and see if I can get this to right. This is kind of a plastic kind of material. I'm trying to use as little of the get as little of the what do you call it, the leaves and stuff on there as possible. So it doesn't want to write on very easy, but it's working. So this one's going to be kind of like a textured one. All right, that worked. Okay, so I'm going to cut that out. I know you turned 55 on September 21st. Oh, my mom's birthday is September 20th. I know. I don't want my next birthday to come. It's my last birthday in the 40s. That's hard to believe. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kimberly. Alright, so I'm just cutting this out, trying to cut it as good as possible because I don't think this is going to sand very well, but something I like about using paper and paint more because you can sand it the way I like. And some of these kind of like fabrics and stuff are harder to do that. Okay, I don't need that anymore, and I don't need this. Try to stay a little organized here. Okay, so then I'm going to take that. Did I do it for this side or did I do it for this side? Okay, I did it for this side. So then I'm just going to, should I Mod Podge it on? I think I'm going to Mod Podge it on, but I'm just not going to do the iron because I'm not sure how the heat will be on that paper, plasticky stuff. Hi Denise, hi Judy. Yeah, did you guys like the craft-a-thon? It was fun to watch. Alright, so I'm going to stick that on there. I'm going to paint this, but I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I decide to paint it. Make sure it's stuck good. And I might try to sand a little bit. But anyway, so that's going to be white when we're done, but it's not painted yet. Okay, and then the last pumpkin we're going to use, I wanted a small pumpkin that was thick. And again, I had the right size pumpkin, but not thick enough. So I took 4. I'm going to take 4 of these pumpkins from Dollar Tree that come in a pack of 8. And I actually just cut a tiny bit off the bottom, just so they were a little bit flatter on the bottom. How is that lady who was pregnant with twins? I'm not sure. We have Jen, she's pregnant, but I don't think she's pregnant with twins. So anyway, I'm going to take 4 of those. So I'm just going to hot glue all 4 of them together to make like a thicker pumpkin. And I also put on the top pumpkin, excuse me, I filled in the little hole with some spackle. I had spackle out anyway for getting the bathroom ready. Oh, you like watching it, Debbie? Yeah, it was fun. I didn't watch them all totally, the whole thing, but I at least went to the end and saw the finished products. I didn't have time to watch all of them. Alright, so that's just how I decided to make a thicker pumpkin. I just kind of glue them all together like that. Oh, the lady that goes to her church. Okay, I thought you meant on the page. Yes, she seems, I haven't been back to church yet, but according to everything I've heard, she's doing well. She hasn't had them yet, and she's probably to the period where she could have them and be safe, so that's good. Not twins. Jen, you don't know what you're having, do you? I was wondering the other day. All right, so this one, we're going to, my husband, I put stuff on my Amazon wish list, and he just is sweet, and every once in a while adds it to his order or orders me something. So he ordered me some half beads. Well, I didn't realize I put like these teeny tiny half beads in my cart, but actually it was a happy surprise because it works perfect for what we're doing here. So, oh, thanks Ida, that was sweet. I put my project in my my mind just went blank, in my dining room. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to take all these little tiny little half beads. I'm looking at my inspiration. And I'm just going to glue them all the way around our little pumpkin. Whew, hot. You have the sweetest husband, pays attention to small things. I'm very lucky. He's always been that way. I forget, I'm so used to it that I forget I'm lucky, because I just think everybody's husband's like that, but I guess they're not. I'm one of the lucky ones, I guess. Alright, so this might take a minute, but because I was trying to be careful and not burn myself. And then I burnt myself. And I don't want to have a whole bunch of glue because I'm going to paint this. So where did you come up with this idea? Okay, T, you didn't hear at the beginning. I found something I'm going to show you that you guys all, everybody else wanted me to wait to show the inspiration piece till after I got done making it. So I'll show both of them and you can tell me. You can be honest if you like the one that I bought better. But anyway, I bought it at Hobby Lobby. But after I got it home, I thought, I bet you we could make something that looks pretty. Aw, thanks, Connie, that's sweet. Nope, I guess not, Karen. But anyway, so then you wouldn't have to buy this one. And quite honestly, besides the fact that my husband bought me these beads recently, everything else is like just stuff I had. And I kind of just looked around to try to find stuff that would work. And the only thing, like I said, I didn't really have that I had to totally make was that tall pumpkin, and I just traced the inspiration one and cut it out of cardboard. So hi Susan. We'll see. It's gonna be a lot like the one from the store, but I'm gonna add some of my own zhuzhing, you know that. Not a lot, but because it's a simple craft, but it's really cute. I really didn't lay these out ahead of time, so I'm really hoping I don't get to the end and it won't fit another bead in its big gap. Then we might do some different zhuzhing to cover that spot. Oh, we'll have to have Alex come in here. He's up. You can hear him if you listen carefully. I shut the door because he's kind of loud. But I'll try to remember to have him come in here. T, I was proud of you. You did your first live. If you know how to do it, put your link in the comments. Or just at least put the name of your page so people can find it. I can't remember what you called it because you had a different one first. But anyway, T's a friend of mine that I've had forever, and she's one of my chat couture designers, but she did her first live on her page yesterday. Yeah, he loves to swing. Alex is a swinger, but then we realized he was swung so hard that the bolt was starting to wear out, so we had to take it down and put it in a different spot. And I don't think he likes it as much. All right, we're almost there. Ooh, that's hot. Oh, you saw her good, Maria? Yeah, she did. I didn't get to watch all of it, but I saw that because we were traveling and I didn't have good service. But I saw part of it and I saw the finished product. Okay, so I do have a gap at the top, so I'm gonna try to maybe see if I can break off one of these and move it over, move these ones a little bit closer. So if I would have planned it ahead of time, I would have known I should have had them a little bit spaced out a little bit, but it's okay. I think it's cuter than the, you'll see what the inspiration one looks like. All right, so I'm trying to get some of this extra glue before we paint. Okay, so this would be, you could just do this idea just for this little pumpkin to put on your, so we have a cute little pumpkin. I don't know, see if I should put another bead on his, I don't know. Or, could add this. I don't know, we might do something later for the stem. All right, so we're gonna take that, and we're gonna take some chalk paint or whatever white paint you got. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna paint that, and well, I'm gonna see if I can sand this a little bit and then get them both ready to paint, and then we can paint them at the same time. Oh yeah, this sands kind of. It's not stuck very good though right here. Didn't work very good. So we might have to wait a minute to let that work. Somehow there's glue on the bottom of that. I don't know how that happened. Well, we'll set that off to the side and we'll work on this one. Okay, so here's our little glue finger guys. Usually I don't care, but I found out when you paint them, then you see them a lot. Okay. All right, so then I need another paintbrush. We're gonna I just have some Waverly white. We're just gonna, well, I had thought about painting it, staining it first, but I looked at the one that inspiration and theirs wasn't, so we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna paint over all of this. Yeah, see, there's glue. You can totally see it once you put the paint on it. It's not that noticeable until then. Use a scrapbook paper from the fall pumpkin with a stem. Oh, that might look good. We'll have to check it out. But the inspiration doesn't have anything on the stem, so I didn't decide yet if I was going to just leave it like they did, or if I was going to do something. All right, I'm going to do the sides too. Then I'll probably let this dry while we paint the other thing and then come back. So yep, tomorrow I'm going to paint my main bathroom just to freshen it up a little bit. We want to remodel it totally, but that's not in the budget right now, so, or in the time limit that we have. So, because my husband's going to be going back to work after Labor Day, so, well, me too, but I only work 1 day a week, so. Oh, those glue things. All right, so I got one coat, I think. Definitely needs another coat. So anyway, get a little more on the sides. We have that right there. So it's looking cute. Please keep my mom in prayer. She has 5 more chemo treatments. We will. I think that's Christine. I didn't see the name, but I'm pretty sure that's who it is. All right, let me get that up. Okay, so then we're gonna take this one, and I'm hoping this will cover pretty good and look patterned or textured. I really like the texture on the inspiration piece, but I didn't have anything like that, so this is what we got. get? What is that? It's blue. Is that gonna be covered? I don't know. I'm gonna paint the sides too. Oh, I missed that, Ida. You said, did you get something? I missed it. Thing is, this table's wider than my last. I could reach my thing easier. It's too far away, I can't reach it very easy. Okay, so I'm going to dry both of these and then see how much more we need to paint on them. Jean Hayward's watching. Hi! When you dry this, it always, the pattern starts coming back, so you always have to. Oh, I thought I got paint on me, but it's not paint, yay. That's okay, Marcia. I'll show you what we did here in a second. Dry these 2 pumpkins. Oops. Okay. I always put my glue gun there, I don't know why, and then I'm going to end up burning myself. So this one needs another coat, so I'm going to another coat on here. On this one. Ugh. I need something to pick out a couple little glue spots that are driving me nuts. There's one. And one down here. Alright, that's better. Might have been easier to paint the beads ahead of time, but it's okay. All right, the front looks pretty good. Put a little on the sides. Alex just went, his dad's brought him out to swing. It's so beautiful here. The weather's perfect. It's like 75. It's awesome. Okay. So I think that's going to be pretty good. Gold Beach, Oregon, Marianne, that's welcome. My mom and dad were married in Gold Beach. I've been there. I love it there. And yeah, my parents actually met there, so. I want to see if I want to add this. I think I'm going to paint this little spindle piece that came with my garage sale find and add it to the textured pumpkin. So I'm going to just kind of add it on there. I think it'll look good. Of course, I didn't wait till the glue was dry, so hopefully it'll, I mean the paint was dry. All right, let me dry these, and then I think we're good with those. Sonia's parents. Oh yeah, my husband put that. Met and were married in Gold Beach. Yep. I had never been there though, and my dad took me on a trip there, and we went on the Rogue River jet. I can't remember the name of Jerry's jet boats. That was fun. Except for we went in September and it was cold, and they get you wet. Alright, so we got this little pumpkin. Is this stuck? Yeah. We got this little pumpkin. So that's like, can you see the texture on it? That looks cute, right? So then, I just don't want to get paint on me. Okay, I don't need this. I don't need this. I might need that. I don't think I need paint. I'm not sure. I don't need these. Okay, so then, what am I doing next? My mind just went blank. Oh, I want to add, we gotta hot glue this because this paper is not sticking with Mod Podge. So let's put some of that on there. See if that'll work better because it is not sticking anywhere now that I see that. Ooh, I just got glue everywhere. That's why I didn't want to do that. Yeah, the texture paper is cute. So I'm sure they sell some kind of texture papers at Hobby Lobby. I know they have ones that look like cardboard. I don't know. I haven't bought any. Okay, so now I want the texture to, I think I'm going to move this because this has got paint on it, be like, if this would have been wood behind it, I would have like sanded it to bring some of that wood color back, but I don't have it. It wasn't wood, so I'm going to try using my distressing ink, and if I don't like it, then I'll just have to take my paintbrush and kind of go over that. So I'm hoping when I just lightly brush over it, it'll hit those. Kind of is what I want, but it's kind of getting everywhere too, but we'll see. Anyway, get the high spots. So it looks kind of like it's wood underneath. I think I like it. Yeah, I think that's good. It's a little different than theirs, but I don't want to be exactly the same, right? And then I think I'm going to just go a little heavier on the edges. I was thinking about using Waverly Wax, which might work too, but I just thought it might just wipe off really easy, so I decided to try this. I think it was a good call. I got pretty textured scrapbook paper at Michael's. Cool, Lila. I like those Jessie ink you have to look for something. Yeah. So anyway, you can kind of see it now. It kind of just brought that texture out just a little bit more. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, I love the distressing ink. I've had this literally for years and years. Literally, I think I got this the weekend of my 40th birthday. That was like 8 years ago, but I didn't use it all that time, but it still works. All right, so we got that. Now what do we got to do? I got to think about what I do next. Okay, so now I think we're going to put together. So what we're going to do is put it all together. So we're going to take this one. We're going to put this one right here. And I want them to, I thought about putting them on a stand, but I'm just going to have them stand up on their own. That's how the other one is. So I'm going to glue this one down. Actually, I want to sand this a little better first, see if I can get it a little less looking like paper. Not sure. Wish I would have had a pumpkin that was this shape, but use what you got. I need some little scissors. These aren't little scissors, but anyway, I'm gonna try to make sure that these are the same, you know. Oh gosh, this paper does not want to glue. Hold it for a second. Tim Holtz is what you got. Yeah, it is Tim Holtz. Yep. Okay. I might have to go back after a little bit and glue down the paper a little bit. All right, so make sure that's. Oh, I hope I didn't get it crooked. That's better. Okay. Yeah. All right, so we stuck it like that. And then we're going to take this one, we're going to glue it right here. So, oops. Gotta make sure it's gonna stay. All right, so we got that. How cute is that? But it needs some zhuzhing. Oops, is it gonna stay? Okay. Ah, that doesn't feel like it's stuck very good. Maybe it is, maybe because it's just... Okay, so then we're gonna take some of this. Any kind you got, twine. This is a little bit thicker than I want, but the other kind I have is really thin, so we're gonna use this one. So we're gonna, my little baby pumpkin is a little bit smaller than the one they have, so it doesn't work exactly as well, but I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around a few times. Oh, I didn't leave enough here. I don't want to, I gotta plan that a little better. Need to have a little more on this end. Okay. And then I'm not gonna wrap it quite as many times. Okay. And then I'm going to cut that. And hopefully have enough to tie a little bow. Get it a little tighter. Oops. Might have to glue that up there because it keeps wanting to fall down. Here, let me do that. Just like gluing it up on the pumpkin a little bit, at least in that spot, because that's the one that wants to fall. All right, I don't like that bow, so I might do something a little different. This is a lot thicker than theirs. I might just cut it off and make my own bow and then add it. I think we'll try that. Let's see how that works. All right, so we got that. That's looking pretty cute, I think. And it even stands up. So then I'm gonna take, I'm thinking I might do something a little bit different and take some of this thinner twine. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna see if I can make a bigger or a little bow with this and see if I like that better than. Yeah, I like that better. So we're gonna leave 2 tails. Aw, thanks guys. You might like the one from Hobby Lobby better, but this is a close second. Tie this. I just didn't really tell you what I was doing. Sorry. I just kind of take the twine and just kind of decide how big you want it, and then just wrap around your fingers as many times as you want, and then you slip it off and then tie some twine around the middle, and you have a little twine bow. This one somehow ended up in the middle. That's okay. Can't get it out of there. Maybe it's right here. No. All right, we're not gonna worry about that. But I like the two little. There it is. Two little tails. No, that's not where it's supposed to go either. There it goes. Okay. So. Oops. No, I don't like those. Now I don't like those. Oh gosh. I don't like the tails after all that. Might not even like the bow. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I do like it, except for that big knot. Yeah, that looks cute. Okay, we'll do that. So we're gonna add a little hot glue. Try to fluff up our bow a little to cover that knot behind there. Oh, I'm loving it now. So we have that. Now, I might totally ruin this, but I just feel like this brown pumpkin looks not right. So I'm going to take a little bit, actually I'm going to take one of these brushes, the chip brushes, and I'm going to put a little bit of paint on it, and I'm going to try to like dry brush around the, I'll put a little of this maybe in the lid, just a little bit around the edges of the pumpkin because I just don't like the way it looks. So we'll see. I could just totally ruin it, but I could make it a lot better too. Here, we'll do this. All right. So we're gonna just take, I just put some white paint on there and then I kind of brushed it off and those, okay. I already can tell I like it better. All right. Man, I feel better now. I started very lightly. I'm gonna go add a little more. Makes it look just not so unnatural, I guess. I'll show you guys. This is totally not how the inspiration one. That's why it's inspiration. You just take the idea and then do what you want. Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. So you see I put the little bit of white around the edge? Okay. So now these next two things I'm going to do, they're not on the inspiration one at all. So I'm going to take one of these little words. I have grateful. Oops, I guess we're not going to use grateful because it just went on the floor. We're going to use thankful because it went on the floor. And I hadn't decided where I was going to put it or what, what color. Well, first of all, let's put some greenery on and then I'll know where I want to put that. So I want to add some greenery to mine, of course. So I'm going to put some little, I don't know what this is, but I like it. I know, I'm so glad I finally got her. Aw, thanks, Denise. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of, that's probably, I don't really know how long I want it. Just gonna kind of stick it behind the, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stick some behind, oops, behind the little bow. And should not have cut that one apart. It looked better before I cut it apart. No, I don't like that one. Okay, we're gonna get a different piece. Oh gosh. No, I don't like that one. I'm gonna go with, let's see. Maybe I do want a longer piece. I don't know what I want. Yes, I think I do. Okay, we're gonna do that. Kind of like it covering a lot of the pumpkin. Well, I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, with the white, I think it did made it look a lot better. Okay, because I wanted a wood pumpkin, but of course, like I keep saying, I didn't have one that size, so. Okay. Let me see if this, okay, it needs to be glued this way a little bit. Alright, I hope that did stay. Oh, it doesn't want to stay. I guess it wants to be all natural today. Okay, so I just wanted a little bit of greenery, so that I think helps a lot. Yes, of course I have to add the greenery. Okay, so then I'm going to take the thankful, and now that I've done that, I think I'm going to put the thankful up at the top, but I'm going to make it white, and then I'm going to distress it a little bit. So I think this is, where's that white paintbrush I just had? So I'm just going to paint this. These are from Target Dollar Spot. I got them last year, so I don't know. I haven't saw them this year. I haven't seen them this year at Target Dollar Spot, but they might have them. They're pretty little. They come with like different colors, like white. They do have white ones, but I use those already. And then natural and orange too, I think. Okay. So I just hope I did that on the right side, because it has stickers, so you don't even have to hot glue these, which is nice. So I painted that, and then I'm going to dry it, and then I might just add a little distressing ink, but not much. Aw, Linda, that's sweet. Whew, hot. Okay, where did I put the distressing ink back? Yeah. So I probably don't even need to put any more on my little thing. I'll just kind of hit it lightly on the edges. That's what I got on there. Yeah, that looks cute. So it's probably hard to see, but it's kind of a white with a little bit of brown on it. So they have this sticker on the back, so I'm going to try to get it off. Because it is hard to put hot glue on something so tiny. So I'm going to add that. Oh, I'm loving it. Except for I got a little glue booger. Or not glue booger, but paint. Yeah, I need this. It's a little in the end. Okay, that's better. Alright, then we're going to put that right there. And I think that's all we're going to do. And I love it. What do you guys think? It's very simple, but like farmhouse, like I like. But you could do kind of the same thing in other colors, but you know, I like this. Let's see if it actually sits. Aw. Christine, you're too nice. So anyway, so that is the one I made. I'll get it close. I think it turned out so cute. I know it's backwards. If you guys are new, I don't have the right kind of phone. But we got a textured pumpkin, we got our beaded pumpkin, and then a wood pumpkin. So there's that. And this is the one I bought at Hobby Lobby, which is super cute too. And it's a little bit bigger than mine, but that's the one. I'm glad you guys like it. I am pretty happy with it. That is gonna look cute in my dining room. So what, a lot of you guys ask me how I get my ideas, and a lot of times I just see something at a store I like, and this time I actually bought the thing. but I decided I still want to try to make one with a little how I would make it, so. Oh, thank you, Christine. All right, so that's it for that. So those are our two little pumpkins. So they're pretty close next to each other. I think they're really cute. So, you like mine better? Yay, Latonya, that's awesome. You like mine better than Hobby Lobby. Oh, good, Linda. Oh, Mary, yours are also making me feel good. So, yeah, I like it. Mine has more character. Thanks, Wanda. All right, so then we're just going to do a really easy project. I found these awesome little, I don't know if you guys have found them, but I found them just recently. I had been in the harvest section at Hobby Lobby a lot of times, but never saw them. And I just saw them, and I'm like, oh, those are so cute. We got to get those and do something with them. So we're going to do something with them. I'll show you what they are. You like mine better? Oh, you guys are sweet. Okay, so these are what I found. They were so cheap. There were a 3-pack, and they're like rustic-y wood cut out with bark on one side, and then they're flat on the other. You get 3 of them. They're leaves. Oh, thanks, Candace, Martha, and Christine. You guys are so sweet, all saying you like it better. So you get 3 of them. And they were $3.99 with 40% off, so that's like, what, 2 something? You saw them today, Christine? I know, I got them probably 4 or 5 days ago, and I just thought about what I wanted to do with them today. So I did have them just laying out on my table in the tablescape, but I'm going to do something with them. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is, if you don't know, I'm a Chalk Couture designer, so I'm going to use some Chalk Couture on these. I think it'll be super easy and make them really cute. So we have a customer club, and every month you get a club transfer, which I meant to bring in. Oh, I forgot my project from this month, the kitchen rules transfer. If you want that, you have to sign up for the club by tomorrow night at midnight Mountain Time, I think. But I have September's club already, and I know it's backwards to you guys, but it says Hello Autumn. Anyway, you get a transfer this size, $19.99, and 3 pastes come with it, individual pastes, each month for no shipping to your door. And it makes you a preferred customer. So we give you some perks like $4.95 shipping for other things you buy. There's different perks throughout the year. You get catalogs free catalogs whenever our new catalogs come out. You didn't know what to do with them, Carrie? Oh, my husband brought in my kitchen rules. So this is what I made with the kitchen rules one. So if you want to be in the club, you should sign up today or tomorrow so that you can get this one, because after you can only get these club transfers if you're in the club or if you're a designer. So that's this month, and then this is going to be in September. So if you're in the club already, you will be getting this one. It says Hello Autumn, and it has a whole bunch of leaves. So I don't think I need to, sometimes you need a wax, but this is just like really smooth wood, so I think it'll be all right. We'll see. It might not be all right. So our transfers are really sticky, so you can just like stick to you. You don't want them to be quite that sticky, so you put them on like you can use your clothes or a towel. We have a fuzzing cloth. Just put it on there a few times to get a little bit of add some fuzz and get rid of a little bit of the sticky. We're only going to be using part of this. We're not even using the Hello Autumn part. We're going to use the leaves and I guess they're all leaves, and no, there's flowers, I guess, on there. Okay. All right, and these are reusable many times, so they're awesome. So I'm going to take one side of the leaves and flowers, and I'm just gonna, you can use these for like, you don't have to use them exactly how they're, would normally be used. I mean, I'm going to use this part just to make it like a, oops, what's on there? Yeah, I got a piece of hot glue on there, I think. I'm going to just use it for like a background pattern. So, or you can use the whole transfer at once. You can do whatever. Oh, there's another piece. My fuzzing cloth is always covered in stuff. You just got your newest order today, and I love, love, love the September Club. I know, it is so cute. I just got mine like a couple days ago. All right, so you just push it down, make sure there's no air bubbles in there. And I'm just gonna put white. So this is our paste. It's the chalk paste. And I forgot to stir it ahead of time, so I'm gonna grab a stir stick and a squeegee. And then you just take a little bit, add it to your design, and then you just squeegee over where you want it to be. And I hope it works. Good. It seems, most of the time does. And then any extra paste you have, you want to squeegee it back off and put in your, back in your tub because you don't want to waste it. It's a little awkward because the leaf is not flat on one side, so it doesn't want to sit there, and I don't know where to put my finger. I really think this is going to be cute. Alright, I think I got it all covered. So I'm going to get the excess off and then pull it off. Try to find a or grab somewhere. Oh yeah, that's cute. Love it. Oops, except for right there, why that happened. Maybe I waited too long because it's pulling the paste off. But I was probably going to sand it anyway a little bit, so it's probably okay. Oh my goodness, this doesn't happen to me very often, but we're having a fail here. Let's see if I push it in there. Okay, let's see. No, it doesn't want to. Well, I might have to fix that one later, but it's still cute. Just one of the leaves didn't want to come out that good, but it might be because it's over a knot. Now I just see that could be why. But it's cute, and I can scrape it off and fix it. We'll go ahead and try this one next. I'm going to put a little wax and see if that makes a difference. Yes, it's $19.99 and you pay it monthly. I'm just adding a little bit of our surface wax. Maybe it didn't seem to be sticking. I don't know, it was just pulling the paste back with it for some reason. So, and then I'm just going to take the transfer again, and I'm going to do the other side, kind of the same thing. Let's see, I don't want the word, so I'm going to stick it on there. Where do I want to put this? I'm going to add just a little bit. We have new creamy dreamy paste, and it's way thinner than and not as chunky as the old paste, but sometimes if it gets a little thick, it might want to do what happened just a minute ago. So I'm going to probably go back and sand that off and redo it. You can always fix it. That's what I think. So I'm going to take a smaller squeegee. I like the smaller squeegees better for some reason. Squeegee over. Go a little faster this time. Grab the bottom. All right, I think I got it everywhere. Take the extra, pull it off. Oops, I see a little spot I missed even before I picked it up. There we go. Oh yeah, see, this one turned out great, so maybe I needed to wax. So that was the problem, maybe, I don't know. So we got that. How cute is that? And I also see that I didn't get anything right down there on the bottom. So I think actually what I'm going to do is just take like a couple of these little things I have right here. Let's see, I'm going to put this flower. Actually, I should dry this first because I could have a major mistake. I'll just actually let this one dry and then I'll go back to that. Because this one I have I put all the links to all the transfers I use. Well, that first one was the club. So I put the link to the club, and then I put the link to this. It comes in a 3-pack, or you cut them apart. And one says A Crisp Breeze and Autumn Leaves. This one says You're the Pick of the Patch, and this one I used in the Craftathon the other day, Thankful and Blessed. But we're going to use the one that says A Crisp Breeze and Autumn Leaves, just so that, because it's leaves. So I'll put a little bit of the wax on there. Fuzz this a little bit. In my dining room, I have like all the a lot of my house, I have orange. You guys will see when I show you guys, but orange decorations. But in my family room, I have all like farmhouse looking stuff. So all these light colors. So the A is going to go off the leaf a little bit, but that's okay. This won't take hardly any paste at all. If you guys have any questions about the club, just put club in the description, otherwise, or in the comments, otherwise the link is in the description of the video. And we also have our kit, which for today and tomorrow, we'll keep selling the kit, but today and tomorrow you still get 2 extra transfers in the kit, which is awesome. It's $99 and you get $275 worth of products right now, and you get squeegees and transfers and surfaces and pastes and ink and all kinds of stuff. So if you have interest in that, that makes you a designer, and then you get 40% off. So let's hope this one worked, right? Ooh, I like this one. Except for one spot. If you lift it up slowly and then you see a spot you need to redo, then you can just put it right back down. I think I even totally missed the spot I meant to go over. It's either the M or the N, I'm not sure. Cute. It's very delicate writing, so you might have a hard time kind of seeing it, but it looks really cute in person. You see it. It's really cute. So I'll show you the 2 that look good. Actually, no, I'm going to see if this is dry. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to just take this, find a spot I like, and just kind of add it a little bit more of something on this bottom part. So just felt like it was empty right there. I didn't mess anything up. Kind of did. I can fix that. We have these little, oh gosh, is that the one I want? Maybe not, but these little tools, because I just kind of smudged this a little bit. And take it right off. That looks cute. All right, so we got that, and we got this. It's really hard to see on there. Yeah, it's really cute though. So right, I got. Get that off before it dries. Just smudged it. I knew if I tried to do that, I was going to make a mess. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, so, and then this one, I'm going to definitely sand this. Probably it's dry enough now. What I would do is I would just take a sanding block and I just sand it right back off. Careful not to mess up all of it, but just the spot you want right here. This sanding block is not good. Yeah, that's better. And then you can eventually get that off, and then you can redo it. So anyway, that's what we got for today. So if you have any questions about the kit or whatever, but there's my cute, that's the main star attraction today. So anyway, that's it, guys. We're going to be going camping this week, but I might bring You guys, a few of you want to see how I made the little pumpkin pie, so I might bring that and another little project with us when we go camping. But tomorrow night, it's going to be late for a lot of you, but I'm on the Hostess Club, and I'm on at 8:15 Pacific time, which at night, which I guess is 11:15 for some of you in the East, but anyway, so that's what I'm going to be on tomorrow night. So, and then after that, I'm not sure, but I will see you next time. You guys have a great night.